Good evening. Evening is good or bad? Sure? Very good. It's always good. Excellent, yeah. Since you have been coming for Sunday talks, perhaps now, evening, morning, afternoon, everything is good. Because ultimately it's our approach. What happens outside is not important. What is inside is most important. Everyone is listening? No? Yes, okay. Generally we don't listen. We want to know what is our expectation. You may be able to hear, but you may not be listening. So listening is also an art. Do you know how to listen? Not only for this lecture, otherwise also. Even one-to-one, maybe at home, in the office, when you are listening, fully focus on that person. Because if you look here and there, then the feeling will come that he or she is not listening. You may be otherwise listening. So no total focus. It is said that only your ears are not listening. Your eyes are also listening. Because from body language you can perceive lot of things. Not only in such presentation, even in one-to-one talk. From body language we can understand that how much serious that person is. What is the real intention? Sometimes what person speaks is different and intention is different. So when you are listening, objective should be that I catch also the intention. No, that intention can be caught if you are totally focused. And whatever we do, mind is like a mercury. So mind will go here and there. The best way is to, as soon as possible, bring it back. In the beginning only tell yourself that this time which I have spent is very, very important. I am going to focus maybe 1000%. And still if mind goes here and there, I will bring it back to the whole process. It's not only listening. Transformation can take place if you feel these points. Because emotions are important. No? Emotion is derived from energy in motion. No? It is immover. So emotion has tremendous energy. It can be negative as well as positive. So now here what we want to gain is that positive energy. So that real transformation takes place. Otherwise it's very, very difficult. So also feel these points. If you can get some insight, it is still better. Because that Archimedes wow moment, that some realization comes that this is something very, very important. And once realization comes, then also total transformation is possible. So that's why also please feel these points. That's why to begin with, let's do the small exercise. Please sit upright. If possible, both the feet on the floor, please. You can keep your hands in a position of flexion. Let go your shoulders. Close your eyes. Just become aware about your breathing. You are breathing in and breathing out. Just become aware. Nothing good or bad. As you start watching your breath like a detached observer, the speed of thinking reduces. Now you are able to watch your thoughts as well. Just watch your thoughts from where they are coming. As soon as you start watching your thoughts, at that time there is no thought. So hence it's possible to focus. Tell yourself that I want to gain maximum out of this presentation. I am going to be 100% here. My goal is to gain new knowledge, new wisdom, which would help me throughout my life to handle different crises. I, the soul, the eternal light, is determined to gain maximum wisdom out of this presentation. I am relaxed. I am peaceful. I am totally detached from everything external. I am totally detached from all my worries, pressures, tensions. I let go all my problems. I am just pure and peaceful soul, ready to understand more deeply how to remain calm in crisis. Slowly open your eyes. With this mental preparation, let's understand the whole subject. 17th century has been described being the age of faith. At that time, everybody had faith in spiritual dimension of life. 18th century was supposed to be the age of reasoning, when we started thinking from a logical and a scientific perspective. 19th century is described as the age of progress, when technological progress started. And what was predominant in the 20th century? Yeah, please share. What was predominant in 20th century? Technology. Okay. Pardon? Huh? Pardon? Global technology also. Maybe IT came. No, and it revolutionized our whole life. Even it is said that in 20th century, Hensel, who was a Canadian physiologist, even since he was a medical student, he had an interest in stress, that how stress affects our body. And medical science needs evidence, will not believe in philosophy. So he had scientifically proven that what is the effect of stress. What became famous in medical circle is general adaptation syndrome. He proved that to any type of stress, there is some general physiological changes taking place in our body. And then there can be something specific which varies from person to person. So he gave a scientific touch to these aspects of mental tension, stress, and so on. And at the end of the 20th century, it became very popular also. Once I was in Malaysia in one of the universities. Although topic was how to improve memory. We had arrived early. So no, I was there. Some students came and they said, Doctor, good, today you are going to talk about stress. So I thought that although topic is different, but still even youngsters are interested in how to manage stress. And now what will become predominant in 21st century? Pardon? Stress management. Okay. Depression. Good. Huh? Mental health. Yeah, that is something positive. It's very true. Now even statistics says, World Health Organization says that depression is going to be the second commonest disease. Maybe over the years it can become the first disease also. Because almost I would say that 75% people, only 25% know that I am depressed. Other 75% don't know. We had a whole series on depression. And after that, we started getting so many phone calls. They said, the doctor, after we heard that these are the symptoms of depression, I realized that I have these symptoms. And in this area, even though people try to believe that I don't have, like no, they will try to hide. Although they have problem, but outwardly they will show that I don't have any problem, which is rather more harmful. So 21st century can become age of depression, or 21st century can become age of panic. Because crisis can come all of a sudden. We will not get big notice, like you won't know before, say, few months that something is going to happen. Now, coronavirus in China, it was horrifying when I saw those things. They have sealed whole buildings that let people die. When no plague was there, at that time such situation was there. The whole train they had sent it, that will not allow anybody, let everybody die. Because we don't want that plague should spread. The same thing is happening now. Rather than describing, situations you already know. So this century can become an age of panic. Or it can also become an age of peace. Know why? What is life? If someone asks you what is life, what you will reply? Please say no, all answers are true. Everybody can speak. What is life? Please say something. Life is nothing? Something, no? Life is? Pardon? Life is a book or a serial. What is life? Huh? Look inside, focus. Yeah, all answers are true. Just I want you to say. Yeah, journey between birth and death. Excellent. What else? How we react. Good. What is life? Drama, roller coaster. Good. Yeah, what is life? Pardon? No, you should start thinking. Otherwise, you are only listening. Yeah, what is life? Perfect. Yeah, okay. No, all answers are true. Wonderful, right? Perhaps. No, my thing. No, all answers are true. The answer which I like the most is this. Life is a choice. Since morning, whether to wake up half an hour later or early is your choice. As soon as you get up, whether to drink a cup of tea or do meditation is your choice. When you are bathing, to bathe properly or in hurry is your choice. to have a healthy or unhealthy breakfast is. So we have thousands of choices every day. So it depends on what you choose. An important thing is, to a great extent, if I tell you to raise your hand, please raise your hand. I mean both the hands. Okay, please raise your both the hands. Can you keep it like this for 2 hours? If I give you 2 million rupees, a whole day also you will keep it. You said, okay, yeah, please keep it down. So no, it is what you are going to gain. What you are going to gain. So similarly, if at mental level, at psychological level, if we can have positive choices, if we have healthy choices, then that gain is tremendous. It's not only that if we have a healthy choices, we'll have peace of mind. Rather, even your physical health will become good. No? If you choose to do some physical activities every day, your health would improve. If you choose healthy diet, your health will improve. If you choose right things, then even you will be successful. If you read right stuff, even at psychological level also will improve. So please remember this every moment, that life is a choice. And that is going to make the whole difference. Calm in crisis. When no crisis comes, most people break down. But there are few who break the records. Many examples can be given. In crisis, majority would become hopeless and few might commit suicide. But there are few who will become endlessly hopeful. So, ultimately, it's our choice. No, how to achieve this? It is said, although I am not expert, but no expert says that when there is a storm in an ocean, if there are many ships, those who are not experienced, they try to run away and then caught. But the experienced one, what they will go to the center, in fact. And it is said that center of the storm is very, very cool. It's called eye of the storm. So the same is true about our life. When you have crisis, rather than running away, rather than trying to avoid, if we go deep at the center, it's indeed cool. And in crisis, we need to have something like out-of-box thinking. Because in a traditional manner, the problem is there. If you really want solution, it has to be out-of-box thinking. We need some different approach. And to get that different approach, calmness is very, very important. Because you must have heard, brain can be divided into two parts, right brain and left brain. Heard? How many have heard right brain, left brain? Good. Yeah, what is left brain? Left brain is? Yes, say, left brain is logical. What else? Right brain is emotional. No, yeah, right brain is also creative. Left brain is only rational. Left brain will think in a traditional way. But right brain can think in some different way. No, all the innovations were possible because of right brain thinking. And we can, otherwise, no, right brain is dormant. Right brain becomes active only when you are very cool, when you are peaceful. Then you are able to use your right brain. And that's why also it is necessary to remain calm in crisis. But now, $1,000,000 question is how to do it. How we can indeed achieve that calmness in crisis. The fundamental, the basic is this understanding that if I remain calm, then only there are many advantages. Although outwardly situation is such that it can disturb me. But somehow, as I said, life is a choice. So, if I choose to remain calm, then there are many advantages. So that's why, accept, don't expect. No, in many situations, when you accept, half the battle is won. Suppose if you have a loss in business, when you many why, what, I made a mistake, I am foolish, I should not have done this, somebody cheated me, this, that, then rather you are more disturbed. Instead, whatever has happened has happened. No, past is gone, past is dead. I can learn lessons from my mistakes, but blaming my past, blaming myself, blaming others is not going to help me at all. No? What would help me is to learn maybe lesson out of it and then focus in the present moment and to make my present the best. So there again, that inner peace, calmness, coolness is going to help me. So, very first step is accept. I generally say that consult Dr. Ali. When there is crisis, Dr. Ali is a wonderful person. What is the spelling of Ali? A-L-I. So, A is accept. L is listen. And I is introspect. So, first part is accept. Listen means what? There are many definitions of stress. One of the definition of stress says that stress is a messenger which has come to tell you that there is a need to change. Say, for example, when winter sets, what is the message? Put on warm clothes. If you don't listen, then you will fall sick. So same way, whenever there is any crisis, and even ordinary stress, we need to listen. It has come with some message. And I is introspect. Then go within and introspect that, how I can change myself, how I can adopt to this change. What was the message out of this particular problem? Now, as I said, listening to a person is an art. But even listening to this message is much more deeper. Because we don't listen to even human being. So how we can listen to our inner voice? That our conscience is telling you something and we don't listen. As most of you are interested, I had not prepared, but still I am coming to this. It's a very deep thing now, because you have been coming every time. I need to share something more deeper with you. To develop this art of listening to our inner conscience, what we need is awareness. Awareness is a very deep word. Let me give you a simple understanding about awareness. Whatever way you are seated now, be just like that only. Don't change your position. Be as you are seated. But now, just try to find out that how you feel in your legs. Turn your attention towards your legs and find out how do you feel in your legs. Now turn your attention on your thighs and find out how you feel in your thighs. Become aware about your abdomen. Find out how you feel there. Please don't look here and there. It's something very deep. Pay attention on your back and find out how you feel in your back. Pay your attention on your shoulders and find out how you feel in your shoulders. Become aware about sensation in your jaw. Yeah, done? Okay. Now sit upright in the chair as much inside as possible. Both the feet on the floor, please, at a reasonable distance. Keep your hand in a position of flexion. Let go your shoulders. Keep your neck straight. Open your mouth little bit, very little. Close your eyes. And again become aware how you feel in your legs. What is the feeling in your thighs? How do you feel on your back, in your abdomen, in your shoulders, in your mouth? And if possible, try to differentiate that how was the feeling earlier and what is the feeling now. Nothing good or bad. We just want to differentiate between these two sensations. Yeah, open your eyes. Done? How many could find the difference? Yeah, please raise your hand. Could find difference? As I said, nothing good or bad. Maybe your previous position was more comfortable to you. Maybe, or this, whatever. I'm not saying which is good. But what I wish to share at something deeper level is to know that difference in the physical sensation first of all. Because that is changing every second. When you came here, your state of mind was something. As program started, it might have changed, positive or negative, whatever. Because it depends on what came to your consciousness during the whole process. But most important thing is to become aware about it. Let me share another very good thing. Now, getting me? Everybody's with me? Okay, please try. Now this difference. Again, nothing good or bad. In this small exercise which I am sharing, I wish that try to catch that difference in inner sensation. So what we will be doing, we'll sit like this, hands this way. Correct? Okay. And then I will request you, first let's understand and then please do. I will tell you to become aware about your breathing. And this is not pranayam. You are just breathing as you are breathing. Maybe right nostril, left nostril, both the nostrils, whatever. And then what is the sensation as breath goes inside. How you feel in your chest. What is the feeling in your abdomen. How deep is your breath, whatever. Try to understand. try to be aware about it. And then I will tell you change. When I tell you change, you will keep your hands like this. Right? Initially it is up, then you will keep this way. And then again I will tell you to become aware about your breathing. And in these two positions, try to catch the subtle difference. That difference might be very subtle. But if you can catch that subtle difference, then you have learned to listen to the inner changes which are happening in our body, mind, and so on. Correct? Okay, yeah, please sit comfortably. In first position, close your eyes. Just become aware about your breath. Which nostril is active? How deep is the breath? What is the sensation of breathing? Movement of your chest, movement of your abdomen. Become aware as much as you can. Now change. Change position of your palm, as I said. Yeah, keep it down on the handle, but just change the position. Now become aware about your breathing. How deep? What is the feeling in the chest? What is the feeling in your abdomen? And now try to understand the difference. Difference in the previous breathing and the second time when we did. Yeah, please open your eyes. Are done? Many might not have understood. Because it's a little deeper, but still, no, even if 50% have understood, it's good. Could you find any difference? How many could? Yeah, very, very good. Many hands. So what was the difference? No, second one or first one? Was more relaxed. No, but it's not, don't think that he's right. No. This has no physiological basis. Somebody might, no, some yoga guru might say that this is good, this is bad, but nothing. Physiologically, nothing is proven. Only what my intention is to share, to catch the difference. Yeah, anybody else could catch the difference? Yeah, please share. Oh, right, perfect. This is, no, it may not happen to everybody. No, in her case it happened, but very true. If she has caught this, it's good. Yes, please. It became little difficult, yeah, little maybe heavier or something. Again, right, this is also the difference. So, if time permits, so please do this. And another now at more deeper level, what we should do, that at least, suppose we are not yogis, so you cannot do whole day. But at least every hour, spend maybe 30 seconds, if not more. Just spend 30 seconds to internally, like what is going on in my mind, not physically. More is here. In my consciousness, say you got up at 7 o'clock. Catch what is my feeling, what are my sensations at mental level, whether I'm feeling tranquil, bad, anxious, fearful, whatever. And then 8 o'clock, now what's the feeling? 9 o'clock, what's the feeling? 10 o'clock, what's the feeling? If you do it, you would realize that indeed our consciousness is changing. So that is listen. And then introspect. Introspect is, suppose it has changed. Say for example, when you arrived in the office, your mind was cool, relaxed. After a couple of hours, now you have anxiety. Now you have a sensation of fear or something. Then if you catch, try to find out what happened. exactly what was the thing, that whatever happened during those 2 hours, your boss told you something or something else happened, so that might have some effect. And at more deeper level now, that how mind functions, it's not only what happens, our mind shifts with association, as a matter of fact. You must have heard of Sigmund Freud, who was supposed to be the founding father of psychotherapies, various therapies. Now, Freud was the first psychologist who gave scientific touch to psychology. Otherwise, earlier it was all mythology rather than psychology. And then Freud developed a technique which now hardly anybody uses, but still it's true. What he said, free association. Still in some Western countries, people go for Freudian psychotherapy, where patient or a client, whatever you say, is supposed to just relax on a couch and keep on saying one after the other, free association. I look at the tube light, maybe in my home something was there. And indeed, the deeper memories do come out. Let me share a very recent example, which even I felt, although we have been teaching all this, but when this happened, just before a couple of days, I was convinced that free association is really true, where our mind recalls memory by association. Just before 2-3 days, couple of friends, we were together in a school, in the same batch. So they thought, let's meet Dr. Girish. So they came to me. And we started sharing that what are doing. Maybe 50 students were there at that time. By name, we were discussing that what Rajesh is doing or what Satish is doing, whatever we knew. So in that discussion, the story came with a boy who was very poor. And he used to do boot polish on the railway station. He will study also. Free time he will go and polish and earn little money. Ultimately he graduated, he got an employment in the bank, and then he retired. So they were sharing. And then they said that ultimately he earned so much money that he has a 3 BHK home in Mumbai, which is really something very good. So this was the discussion. But how free association came, just after a couple of hours, I recalled the event that in one of the exams, I exactly don't know, maybe 9th standard or something, I was in the front and he was behind me. And he told me, allowed to copy, like he was not knowing. So I allowed him to copy my answer. But ultimately we were caught. Examiner found that how come these two same. This boy has not written proper, but this answer, and then he must have copied from me. So I remembered the whole event like a video film. So this is free association. So if we become open, as I said, internalize, listen to that inner voice, what is happening, whatever is a feeling, physical feeling, psychological feeling, then various memories can come to the surface. And in that, if you can accept, as I am saying, accept your weaknesses. Generally, we don't accept our weakness. No. You may be jealous of others, but you will not accept. So in this process, we should accept. Sometimes we might have an ego, but we don't accept. We might be comparing ourselves with others, but we don't accept. So in this process of Ali, listen, introspect, and really find out that these are my weaknesses. And you need not tell anybody. Just keep it to yourself. But have that decision now, deep conviction that I need to transform in this particular area. No, why to do all this? This is just a little bit out of the context I told you, because I felt that you are interested. You have been coming here every Sunday and you have lot of understanding. No? Every Sunday they share something positive and all. But at this deeper level, you can do better self-analysis. Now, what are the benefits of keeping calm in crisis? Because then only you have a right thought at a right time, can take right decision. No? At times in crisis, we need fast actions. So those actions also can become faster. Let me share one, it's again a true story, that keeping cool has a lot of advantages. This event happened maybe almost before 35 years almost. At that time there were no cell phones. My clinic was in Andheri and I stayed at Borivalli, which may be around 15 kilometers away. One night, in the landline we got a call. The doctor, there is a fire at your clinic. And then a person was also in panic. And the news was such that also created, and rather than asking more, I said, no, I'm coming. And at that time I used to travel by train. So as soon as I kept, because of practice of meditation and all, that positive was already there. So rather than panic, I thought that let us accept first that there can be something serious. Maybe the whole clinic is burned. Still what? Then answer came that nothing. No, maybe I might have to stop the practice, but I can get a job, My IQ level is good. I can do another job also. So with that peace of mind, I went there. And when I went, it was nothing. Just a small short circuit was there. And due to that, some fumes came and somebody called the fire brigade and all. So when I went there, the loss was only some 5,000 rupees. So it was much more relaxing. The point here is, if we expect the best, but even be prepared for the worst even. So this is the maximum. In crisis, this can be the biggest loss. But inside, if you are cool, if you can maintain stability, then only the best thing can happen. Many must have heard the name of Louise Hay. Heard? No, she wrote, few years before she passed away, she had written wonderful books like Heal Your Body, Heal Your Mind, and so many. Great. Like she even transformed psychology to an extent. Even she was abused as a child. And another powerful negative aspect, she says that I had decided that I will become a housewife, and I will take care of home. She married to an Englishman. After a few years, all of a sudden he came and said, sign on this paper, I don't want to live with you. She said that it was a huge crisis. Even I felt then what to do. For so many days I was utterly confused. But after some time, when she became normal, she started thinking that maybe I have written few essays when I was in school. So let me try to write. And she started writing. And when her first book was published, it was a bestseller. And then she has written series of books. Before her death, when she came to India on Mumbai airport, There were almost 10,000 well-wishers. They wanted her signature. So, because she kept cool in that crisis, started thinking that no, what best is possible, she found the way. So, do this. Now again, how to remain calm in crisis. Apart from this, there can be varieties of other things. Another important practical tip is, let me again give you a small exercise so that you will be convinced. This is something at very, very deeper level. So there are so many things which cannot be explained by words, by logic, by example. Few things can be understood only when you do it. So now in this simple exercise, try to get me. You should understand, then only you will do it properly. In this exercise, what we are going to do is understand some sensation. Catch any sensation. You feel like scratching, something is crawling, some hot feeling is there, cool feeling is there. Any ordinary sensation. Don't select too much pain. At least in the beginning, select some simple sensation in your face, hand, wherever you want. Got it? Then, just be comfortable and watch that sensation as a detached observer. Nothing good or bad. Even if it remains there, it's okay. If it increases, it's okay. If it reduces, also okay. Whatever happens is okay. I'm just watching it as a detached observer. Got it? Okay, sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Select any sensation. And just watch that sensation as a detached observer. Nothing good or bad. If it increases, let it increase. If it reduces, let it reduce. Whatever happens is okay. Even if it remains there for a long time, it's fine. I have all the time to just watch this sensation as a witness. I'm just watching it. I'm just watching. Even if it remains there for the long time, it's okay. Open your eyes. Done? Now what happened? Anything happened? What happened as you went on? It disappeared, right? So even if it has not disappeared, you have not done properly. It may not disappear. When you start analyzing, it may not disappear. If you think that it should go, why it is there? It will not go. When you started accepting it, and as I said, let it be there as much time as it is. I am just witness. I have all the time. I am not in hurry. Moment you are detached, it will disappear. So now the point here, the deeper psychology here is, if it is done for any sensation, initially do for simpler ones. Crisis may be very difficult because that's a huge problem. But start doing it in day-to-day life, in day-to-day events. Like morning when you got up, every day hot cup of tea is ready. One day tea is not ready. So rather than thinking why, what, they are not carrying, nothing of that sort. Just I am a witness. When you go to the office, your boss did not smile. So don't jump to conclusion. Don't analyze anything. I am just a witness. Likewise, no, many things happen. So if you start following this, then also that detachment, the unnecessary reactions which we develop will not be there. And over the period of time, even in a very even now I do. Suppose if I develop headache, I will not take painkillers, because I have understood. Let it take 1 hour. But better not to take those painkillers. No, ultimately some effect is there on our body. So what I would do is just be a detached observer. It might take a little longer, but no sooner your detached headache would disappear. Which is true for any negative feeling. So no, this is at a deeper level to practice. Now the process is, first is internalize. Now the whole problem is we have become extrovert. Nothing wrong in extrovert, but we are looking outside. We don't look even an inch inside. So in this process, there is a need to go within. Because no, all treasures are within. All solutions are within. The real life, the fulfillment which we, all of us would desire, is also within. So slowly develop that habit of going within. I will give a simple exercise also. So first is internalize. Then once you internalize, automatically what is within is actually divine. What is within is indeed real. How many of you have heard about double slit experiment? Maybe physics background, engineering background, double slit experiment? No? Okay, okay. Now let me share. No, many have not heard. No, it is now the scientific reality. No, there is no philosophy, very well proven thing. Although Einstein had a difficulty in understanding this. Albert Einstein, who discovered atom, but how atom functions, he couldn't accept this. After him, other physicists came, and they were trying to find out the nature of an atom. So for that, this double slit experiment was done. I'm not going in the detail. No, it is 1000% true. Even you can go and see in the YouTube also. So this experiment says that if there are no two slits, and if you bombard atoms from those two slits, and if they are just done like that, then atom would behave as a wave, as if no atom is a wave. So the whole pattern which comes behind would reflect that it is working as a wave. But when you keep an artificial eye there and start watching, then no atom becomes like a point. So this double slit experiment says that atom is both a point as well as a wave. When you leave it, it's like a wave. When you start watching, it becomes a dot. So which is a functioning of each and every atom of our body. On an average, we have say 40 trillion cells in our body. Each cell has 100 trillion atoms. So think how many? And then all of them are in constant motion, as a matter of fact. It's only when you become stressed, when you become conscious, then there is a problem. Otherwise, our whole body is in energy field. And that energy field is absolutely healthy. It is harmonious. Only when there is some stress, you become conscious, anxious, start worrying and all, then only problem begins. So that's why, divinize. Even at the level of physics, we are just filled of energy. Now, if I ask you, how is the thumb? You will describe it as an oval shape. If we keep it under a microscope, then different cells we can see, the cellular structure we can see. And if we ask a subatomic physicist, he will say this doesn't exist. It's only all waves, all vibrations, because they have come closer, so this shape is there. And still another scientific fact is, things are not as we see them. If we tell an illiterate person to go on the terrace and keep watching the movement of sun for the whole day, then what conclusion he will make? What conclusion he will make? That sun is rotating around the earth. But what is the truth? What is truth? No. Earth is rotating around the sun. It is not true, no? If we otherwise watch, Earth looks flat, isn't it? But we know it's not true. That Earth is not flat. So indeed, what these eyes observe is not true. So we are not only this physical being. We are indeed spiritual being. At least we are, all of us are filled of energy. So try to divinize. Go deep within. And when we divinize, we are also able to realize. What to realize? Many, we can say even these are eternal spiritual truths which we have not understood so far, but when we realize, we would realize. And most important thing which I wish all of us present here need to realize is, everything which you want in your life is within yourself. You need not search them outside at all. Even psychologists started sharing this particular fact, that we are looking for the right thing at a wrong place. We are looking for peace of mind, say happiness, bliss, but we are looking outside, which is not at all true. So in this process of internalize, divinize and realize, this is just the basic wisdom. Another simple wisdom which I wish that if all of us can realize is that although thoughts have a power, a lot has been said about positive thinking. The book Secret is also true, that you attract what you think. You gravitate in the direction of your dominant thoughts. But at still deeper level, the real power is not only in the thoughts, but the real power is in the gap between the thoughts. And unfortunately, we don't give the gap. At a time, we are thinking on several aspects. So now I am talking, but I am also thinking that tomorrow I have appointments in Mumbai. So I might be thinking about 2, 3 aspects together. You are also thinking about several aspects. That's why we don't give gap. And as we don't give gap, that no true power which helps us in maintaining coolness in crisis is never experienced. So, no, people like you who have been already on this path, something you have heard several times, the practice which we should do is this practice to create that gap. How to create the gap? Let me share no simple experience. Now, no, when I came here with a particular dress, you might be thinking that he's with Brahma Kumaris, why not white dress? Huh? Right? And many must have thought, okay. But this video camera is not thinking. No, video camera is just taking the video. Right? The same way, if our eyes can do a job of a camera, although whole day it is not possible, even not necessary, but whenever possible, practically start right now. That only if needed, I am going to think, otherwise my eyes will do job of a video camera. Like no, when you go out from here, there may be lot of garbage. Don't start thinking. No, if you want to clean, it's a different story. That no, you will do a campaign and will clean it. But otherwise, no, we only think that municipality is careless, they are not doing anything. No? We are just wasting our thoughts. Like when you are driving, somebody is driving very slow like me. They don't think that he don't know who gave him the license. How he don't know driving also. Huh? It's not going to change that person, right? So many things. If you really seriously, if you are interested, please practice at least for a couple of days. That become aware what thoughts are coming, whether it is necessary, or can my eyes do a job of a video camera? If it is not necessary, let me see them as they are, nothing good or bad. Your ears can do a job of a recording machine rather than coming to conclusion, deciding. Your tongue, hands can do job of a sensor. Like today when you go home, if there is a less salt in your food, then just it's okay, it's less food. Don't go to the extreme. There are people who think that I have married for 30 years, but she don't know cooking. Sometimes there is more salt, sometimes less salt. I made a great mistake in marrying her. No sooner possible I should divorce her. No, it really happens. If you just analyze yourself, we go to huge extreme. No? Now, Nirbhaya's case. When we hear all, even I do that. That what nonsense in the whole system. But still, because if you want to do some campaign, it's a different story. For understanding also it's fine, but otherwise thinking too much is not going to help us. Getting me? So try to practice this. That my eyes are doing job of a video camera, ears recording machine, other senses just sensors, and let me see as it is. Initially you may feel, many know who have practiced. Like because I'm in Mumbai, I continuously keep conducting such seminars. Some says, the doctor, after practicing, I slowed down. As if my speed has reduced. But don't worry. In the beginning only you might have a feeling that my speed has reduced. Ultimately you will become more focused. You will become more peaceful. At much more deeper level, whatever is going on, you will understand. And in fact, you can prevent large number of psychological disease. Like, no, as I said, depression is commonest. But in fact, daily when we see patients, we see maximum patients of OCD, that is obsessive compulsive disorder. The commonest are repeated hand washing or counting or maybe checking locks. But every day we see at least one patient where that symptom is unique, we have never heard. Only when we know the pattern we realize that this is OCD. Otherwise we have never heard about such case. And all of this arises from the inner confusion. Your consciousness is not able to make right choices. It lands up into something undesirable. Let me just at the end share one simple thing which you will understand, and then we'll do meditation. Now the whole problem is we are not going to the root of the problem. Whatever we do, it is at superficial level. Say for example, you are feeling unhappy, you are feeling sad, and you realize that if I eat a chocolate, I feel good. So you will eat one chocolate, second, third, fourth, fifth. Ultimately you will feel upset. But the root is not cured. The same happens with alcohol. How the habit develops, that they feel that when there is a problem and all, if they have a few packs, so they feel good. But next day there is more problem. Then maybe more alcohol. Ultimately they get addicted. Even I know a classic case. We wrote a story also on this particular case. They are Indians actually. But in European country, they have a huge business. And this lady's father came to me that she has lot of problem. Her husband is not ready to keep her. Please you come to my place. Because my daughter will not come to you. So somehow, once I was going, so I organized. When I heard her story, it was very, very clear that her husband had some expectations. Like because he was a celebrity there, they used to go into various programs. And she being introvert, she will just sit at one place, will not mingle with others, will not talk to others. So he must have told her that please do it. But she will not. In the whole process, as it generally happens, she must have put on 20-30 kilo of weight. Even he said that do whatever you like. If you won't, we'll keep special instructors for you, but please reduce your weight. But she will not listen. She went on blaming her husband. So here again, as I said, if she would have heard this, that this is a clear-cut message, that please do this. Maybe learn English, talk to others, do some exercise, and lose your weight. Because she was not taking care of that root, ultimately it ended up into divorce. So please work on this. Whenever any, not only crisis, simple problems, tensions, stresses, conflicts, relationship problems, go to the deeper level and find out the root. Once you find out the root and solve that root, forever problem is gone. And even your personality is also transformed. Right? Okay, rather than taking more time, let's do a small practice. I have developed various visualization practices which are good for meditation. Although by itself it's not meditation, but it will take you to the same level. What I found that in Raj Yoga, they give you different commentaries to become soul conscious, then become aware about Supreme, and then receive those powers, which Just like that, no, it's difficult. But if we can add some visualization into it, it becomes very easy. There are various techniques. Today I will share one specific technique which are related to our topic as well. And it's also, no, even if you wish, you can do this for a couple of months. And then, if needed, the whole process can be changed, right? And it's very simple. I need not explain you anything. If you just follow me, also you will do. It is a visualization. Don't only think, also create picture. Try to feel it as well, right? Yeah, okay, please sit comfortably. Both the feet on the floor, please. Keep your hands in flexion. Yeah, let go your shoulders. Keep your neck straight. Although Raj Yoga is done with open eyes, but many must be doing, for the first time, or you might not have done regularly. If you wish, even you can close your eyes. Yeah, we can put off lights also. Yeah. Just let go your whole body. Become aware about your breathing. You are breathing in and breathing out. Just become aware. As you become aware, the speed of thinking reduces. Now you can change your thoughts. Think and see it like a video film that today is Sunday morning. You had decided that nearby there is a small hill. You want to go there. So you prepare yourself with water, little bit of food, and morning you start walking. As you arrive on the base of that hill and start walking little bit, you see that there is something which is shining. You are picking up that particular thing, and when you remove the dust, you realize that it is a precious diamond. Similarly, we are also a precious spiritual beings. We are peaceful and pure souls. Create a picture of tranquil glow of light in the center of the forehead. I am this tranquil glow of light, different than the physical body. This body is just an instrument which I am using. If needed, I use it. When not necessary, I can detach from these physical organs. As soon as you have this feeling, you feel peaceful. You feel light. Still you are climbing further. As you climb further, you see there is a spot where distinctly the tranquil morning sun rays are there. So you feel like sitting there and looking at the sun. When you look at the sun, you are having that warm, good feeling. God is also like a sun. He is a divine sun. God is ocean of peace. And I am receiving peaceful vibrations. Almighty is ocean of all powers. I am receiving those powers with Him. I am becoming more and more blissful, more and more pure and powerful. Having sat there for some time, now I continue with my journey. I am feeling much more lighter, much more peaceful. As I climb, there are even wild animals, small snakes. I take care and I am going further. As I arrive on the top, I see that there is another hill nearby where there are trees with lots of fruits. The hill where I am, fruits are not there. So I have a desire to go to that another hill. But I don't have a courage. I can't jump, otherwise I will fall. In fact, this represents my being, that right now I don't have virtues, I don't have positivity, I don't have powers to deal with my day-to-day challenges. So, you are asking for the help. You are requesting God to help you and take you to that another hill which is full of fruits. As you ask for this help, an angel appears. He lifts you and he takes you to the another hill. You are very relaxed, you are very, very safe. As you reach onto that another hill, which is full of fruits, you feel very good. This represents your life with positivity, with virtues. As you are enjoying these fruits, you realize that as I acquire more and more virtues, even my life will be so positive, so beneficial to others. And I am definitely going to become like this. With this realization, with this deep conviction of acquiring all the virtues, slowly you are coming down. And coming back home. Feeling very happy with the whole realization, very, very relaxed, enthusiastic, positive. Slowly open your eyes. You are feeling fresh. You are feeling energetic. Yeah, open your eyes. So this was a small experience. How do you feel? What is good? Relaxed? Little bit relaxed or no? A little bit positive? Good visualize? Wonderful, okay. Maybe no, at the end I need few minutes, but before that if you want to ask anything, feel free. If you want to clarify anything what I said, no, if anything is not clear, feel free to ask. Yeah, please, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Hmm, 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 hmm. Hmm, hmm. Like, if you're sure that this step is going to help, no, it may be a tough decision. It can be about your life also. No, do you know boiling frog syndrome? Uh, so the same thing. That no, what frog does will keep on adjusting temperature. The time comes when cannot jump, and frog dies. So it is said even in certain, although no, we should try to adjust, change ourselves, put effort so that no, the things become positive. But in any situation, it can be business, in our life, in other situation. In spite of putting everything, if you feel that now nothing, then no, jumping is the real solution. And we have to push ourselves to do it. And no, many times, no, when you push, many patients tell me that from where I got this courage, I don't know. But at that time, because I faced the situation, I had tremendous courage. No, but sometimes in such situation, no, nothing can be 100% sure. Otherwise, no, everybody can become billionaire. Many might have taken certain things. Like no, Tata's did this no nano car, but then that project was not successful. Maybe some of their projects were successful. So no, we have to take steps. Thanks, thanks. Yeah. Any other question? Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like our thing we accept, in him also certain thing we accept. But no, if still they are not doing, then there are no few solutions. One thing, try to create a situation where even though they can have some realization. You cannot do no straight away. Like no, I am understanding your question. I am telling you a different sort of thing which most of us would come across. Let's say, for example, children are not studying. For their good, you are telling them, but they don't have realization. So there, no, any amount of lecture is not going to help. What helps is to create some situation where they would realize maybe. Some videos, some stories, something else might help. Or at times even no, when they fail. At that time also, rather than shouting, rather than scolding that you are like that, I told you hundreds of times, but you are not listening, no. This is probably a moment of realization, moment of crisis. At that time, if you sit with your child peacefully, then no, rather than giving lecture, no, ask them indirect questions and they would reply. Then in that only they will come to a conclusion that maybe this were my mistake. No, now at least what has happened has happened. Now I should study in this particular way. I should take life in this particular way and progress. And then if we give him no encouragement, some motivation, change can take place. So no, in such situations, at times no, we try to create, but if it is not at all, then sometimes it's better to leave from that situation rather than no, breaking your head in changing that person. Yeah. Yes, yes. Hmm. Huh. No, no. This example also, again, no, it is true. Say, even when no actual tiger came, this was no the real story somewhere in Gujarat. In no some forest, one lady, she had kept a small child. No, she was a worker. She was working nearby, and tiger came close by. Now this was the real situation. What to do? So, the positive note, she herself said that's from somewhere the instinct came. She just went there, picked up and ran away. And that moments were so fast, so quick, that no right decision was taken, right thing was done. Even tiger didn't harm the child. The same thing can happen if you are cool. Although we need adrenal rush, you have to take action at that time. But if you are cool, you will take right rush. Otherwise, in that physiology, physiological term, if you are not cool, apart from adrenaline, even cortisol will be released, which is a bad hormone, which will land you up into paralysis. It is said that in crisis, either you fight or flee. But because of confusion, there is a third mechanism called freeze, that you get paralyzed and not able to do anything. Ultimately, there is a great disadvantage. Yes, any other question? Feel free. Eyes. Eyes can do a job of camera. What I mean is, say in a day, we come across 1,000 situations, where we think. It can be 5,000 also, where we generally think. But the point here is, out of that, say, 5,000 situation, according to me, only in 1,000 situation there is a need to think. In remaining 4,000, there is no need to think, because it doesn't affect you in any way. As I said, what dress I am putting, it's not going to affect you. You are here to listen to my lecture, right? So there is no need to think what sort of dress he has put on. If you go to someone's house, what sort of interior is there, it's none of your concern. You went there to meet your relative or a friend. But we think about the interior. Even though it's a very truth. You just ask yourself, when you go to doctor's clinic, you went there for the treatment, but we think about the interior, about the cleanliness, how receptionists behave, many things. So, which is not going to help. And there, to take treatment from the doctor, I should describe my symptoms in a right way, and what he says also I understand. The way we have seen that patients are not able to understand prescription even. In very simple language also we explain, they are so confused, they are not able to understand the prescription. So there, my eyes should work like a camera. At least for 24 hours you do it right now, starting from now till tomorrow evening. Various things. If it's not concerned, I need not think. And you will find a lot of your energy will be saved, because the number of thoughts would reduce. No, there are no witness. No, that's why this no example. This example is, my eyes are just a camera. I am not analyzing. I am not jumping to conclusion. No, I am not going further. No, I am not deciding on anything, because that's not my job. No? So that way, if you keep telling yourself, slowly and steadily your thoughts would, and I have really practiced whatever I am sharing, I have practiced. Many tell me that, how come you are so cool? So like in this conference also, things are okay, whatever is my role, let me do it. Almost till 8:30 there were patients, because the patients came from outside also. That I had taken the last flight. It was delayed. But no, it's fine. No, if you are relaxing, I came here also relaxed. So even tomorrow morning, once I go, lot of energy will be there. If you keep thinking, why late, this, that, no, this should not happen, why they have done like this, then no, you will get exhausted out of your unnecessary thoughts. Okay, yeah, maybe not, no, one small thing I want to do, so that you benefit maximum out of this presentation. Now what we'll do is, close your eyes and think of 3, 4, 5, as many points as possible. From the beginning, what I had shared, just try to think, try to recall various points which I had shared. Everything is there in your subconscious. Please try to recall as many as you can. As many as you can, just try to recall. Everything is there in your consciousness. Please put effort. Yeah, okay. Open your eyes. Yeah. Everybody, at least few points you have remembered. Can we share? Yeah, please. What you remembered? Nothing. Okay, yeah. Oh, fine. Now, please get up. No, wait. No, this, why no, this exercise do, lot of things will come. And then you tell yourself that, no, I heard just before half an hour. How come I did not recall? And he or she could recall. Correct? Yeah, please. Yeah, stand up. The real power is there in the gap between the thoughts. Don't think on too many things at a time. Okay, yes. Anybody else? Ali. Oh, okay. Ali. A is accept. L is I is introspect. Yeah, what else? Now, anybody? Yeah, please get up if you stand up. Life is a choice. Okay, good. Accept the things and half the problem will be solved. Yeah, what else? Anybody, please stand up. Yeah, it's not only outside, it's body language. Intention is also important, yes. Yeah, please stand up. Huh. Yeah, don't be at a superficial level. Even no, remedy also should not be only superficial. Remedy should be at the root cause. I gave you example of eating chocolates. Correct, yeah. Eye of the storm. Rather than going running, you should go to the center. Correct, yes. Yeah, please stand. Huh? Yeah. Awareness is very important. Like, no, not only physical awareness, even psychological awareness. At emotional level, no, what is happening. If you are aware, no, then the change is possible. If you are not aware, then change is not possible. Yeah, correct, brother, yes. True. Yeah, got it. No, they know now. So similarly, we are not as we look. No, internally we are filled of energy. Actually, we are spiritual beings, although it is not visible, but indeed we are spiritual beings. Right? Yeah, whatever you want is within us. We need not go outside. Yeah. We should have a right thoughts at a right time. Correct? Please stand up, then I will give you time. Rather than giving them lecture. Yes. One by. Pardon? Internalize, divinize, and pardon? Yeah. Internalize means not only outside, what is going on within. Whenever, like when you are in activity, you can't do. When you are working, when you are moving or doing something, then do with awareness. But when you are free and just seated, then best thing is to internalize that what went on. As I said, no, every hour, at least spend 30 seconds in becoming internally aware that what went on in that half an hour and how my mood changed, what sort of emotions came, what sort of thoughts came. They are powerful. Yes, brother. Huh. Hmm. True. True. So no, we are like a wave. Yes, no, atom is a particle as well as a wave. It depends on if you are not looking, atom is a wave. When you start looking, it becomes a particle. So no, if you are natural do this, it will be indeed like a wave. No, some are getting late also. Yeah, let us conclude. Then maybe if you have some personal question also feel free. No, I have some time. Like no, how free association. Through association, no, we remember various things. Okay, I adjust maybe 1 minute of silence, again internalize, and slowly get up. Even when you go, no, maybe go with that awareness, whatever I have said. If you have any questions, feel free. You can be seated. I have time. I can solve all your difficulties. Om Shanti. Yeah, slowly open your eyes, and from behind, no, you can slowly can walk and go to the dining hall. Please do it in silence, with awareness, with that peaceful state of mind.